Hi, my name is Maria Humphrey, and theology as a whole is the new concept that I would like to cover. Introduction. So let me first start with what is theology. In page 9 of our book, it states the most common approach to this question is to examine the roots of the word. Thus, we are told that theology comes from two Greek roots, theos, which means God, and logos, which means the study or reason. In conclusion, theology is the discipline that studies God. Moreover, in page 10, this goes into the function of theology. This section of the book explains that the word theology was first employed even centuries before the birth of Christ. The ancient Greeks gave the title theologians to the poets and other authors who explained the origins of things through myths about the gods. In the Christian church, theology also sometimes has been understood as an explanation of reality in this, and actually this has brought dire consequences. To give you an example, Galileo first suggested that the sun did not revolve around the earth as it was believed in his time. Authorities condemned him because his explanation did not coincide with that of theologians. Moving into prior understanding. Honestly, prior to this course, I didn't really have any knowledge about theology. As a business analyst, I spend most of my time in data-related subjects, and taking this course placed me a bit outside of my comfort zone. As the weeks progressed, the factors that helped me shape my understanding of the subject correlated with the way the class was structured. Little by little, I was exposed to more material. We defined Christian thought and theology. We did a deep dive in defining the basic concepts about doctrine of God in week 2, God of the focus of Christian thought. We covered the doctrine of creation in week 3, as well as we strategized a personal care plan. In week 4, we studied being human and defined what is meant to be the light of God, God's creative work, And also we discussed sin. In week 5, we discussed salvation in hope of Jesus Christ, and so on. As the weeks passed, I became more comfortable with theology and understood the vast subjects that were part of this overall subject. Moving into application. Theology is fundamentally about knowing God. After all, that's what it means, the study of God. So knowing God more deeply necessarily leads to both love and worship. And so that's how I would apply this new knowledge. As beautiful and amazing as God is, how could we possibly come to know him better without falling more deeply in love with him, while at the same time falling to our knees in awe before him? So knowledge, love, and worship are pretty much directly correlated with knowing and understanding theology as a whole. Thank you.